Hello and welcome to Privars Fiskeflur. Today I'm gonna give an old wetfly a renaissance. I'm gonna tie the black Zulu. The black Zulu is a very good fly. I use it primarily in together with the bombarda setup when I'm fishing bombarda flies in freshwater. It's a very good fly to use when the fish are picky and there's a little warm in the water. The fish are slow, so you have to have some bright colors to live it up, and that's why I tie on the black Zulu. Well, I'm gonna show you how to tie it. In my vise today, my vise is no vise with a fine jaws. I have a size 10 wetfly hook. Wetfly / dry fly hook. Okay, what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna place it in my vise as you see, and I take out my black thread like this and attach it. Like that. Now I take a piece of red yarn. That's gonna be the tail of this fly. This is way too thick. I'm gonna split it. Take the half of it, or about approximately, or a third. This is yarn made of tree coral, so I think 1/3 of those you have to use and just eyeball it. Okay, and wind back to the hook bed like that and snip it off. And snip off the waist in the front like that. Okay, now I'm gonna take my little wire. This is a gold wire. You can use a silver wire if you want. I tie it on, place it on the underside like this with some nice wrappings, and put this on the, and just snip off this. You don't want the whole spool. Okay, now it's time to use some hackle. I have this old piece of neck I had. It's old neck, I think it's a dry fly neck, but this is large webby feathers that are left, and I'm going to use that and see, do it fit my needs? Maybe a bit too long. I take a smaller one like this. This is more appropriate, and I tie it in the tip. Use it like this. Use some saliva on my fingers to stroke this fiber back, so, and just snip off this tip and cut it like this and attach it. Be sure to attach it good so we don't slip out. Now it's time for the dubbing. This fly is also tied with the flossy yarn or something, but I have this another dubbing, but it's a bit shine to it, and I like that. Take out some pieces and just wind it onto my thread. Wind it way back on the thread so it don't interfere with the feather or the other materials that's on this fly. And like this. And now you can just wind it forward like this, and it's a bit little, so I take another one. So there you have it. Now it's time to get the hackle fly. I have a nice one that's with a little hinge on it. Now I'm gonna just make a little half hitch so this doesn't unwind, and I take like this, but before I use the side of my scissors just to stroke on the fibers to let the fibers lay the way I want it. Have to be careful so you don't break the feather. Okay, and use some saliva and make it go the right way. Some bit open spirals. Make it use your fingers so you can persuade the fibers to go the way you want it. Like this. I see I should have used some hen neck. The fiber of this is also more pliable, but I don't have that, so I use what I have. Snip it off, and some wrappings, and another half hitch to make it stay there, like this. Okay, now you take your ribbing and just wind back the other way to make the hackle stronger. Where I do that, I lose my tension a little bit on my Norwise and just use my old toothbrush to avoid this ribbing to tie down too many feather fibers. It's a bit picky, but why don't? It's a video. And I have another trick for you to make the fibers lie the right way. It's an old toothbrush. I just cut half of the fibers off so it becomes more stiff. Now I'm getting all the way to the hook eye, and I take my tying thread, wrap around 2 times around this, and make sure that it doesn't slip out this little ribbing like this. Well, some hackle fibers just was trapped, but you can helicopter it if you want, but you don't need that. Use the inner part of your scissor and you are good. Now you take your tying thread to spin it up a little bit. I see it's flossed. Make sure to get a nice head like this, and you take your whip finisher. I have this loom thing, it's very nice. Just like this. And now, before I cut off my tying thread, I use my patin comb. This is Velcro brush on this end, and just rough up these fibers a little bit and stroke it back. Since a bit of my brush is loosening up, and use your saliva, just stroke it back. There you have it. What remains now is some lacquer on this. I fake my loon hardhead. This is a phosphorescent. It's a bit difficult to tell, but I use a dubbing needle. Just apply a little lid of this onto the head. Use your thumb to just make it go on the right way, and just clog up your hook eye. So there it is, the old famous black Zulu pattern, ready for fishing when this lacquer has dried. Well, very nice fly to have in your box when the fish are picky and it's slow and it's warm in the water. Put that on your leader, maybe you see some changes. Okay, thank you all for watching my videos, and I hope you all subscribe to my channel and make a comment on my videos. That make me very happy. I think it's very fun to make all those videos. So that's all I had today. So bye bye and tight lines.